Okay, hey you guys, if I look crazy and busted, it is what it is. But I've been meaning to film this video for like a few weeks now. I actually did attempt to film it. The vibes were off. Something was off, but I'm back, and today, if you guys don't know who I am, my name is Violet and I'm a sophomore at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, and I have a YouTube channel and I like making videos. And today I'm just gonna be doing a little bit of like a life update Q&A. I posted like a little like tell whatever that is on Instagram a few weeks ago. Finally getting around to like sitting down answering it. Yeah, this is me, like a really just like time for me to update you guys, but then also for you guys to get to know me and just like chat and like have fun. So if I seem like all over the place, this is because I literally am. And also do not forget to subscribe to my channel. And let's get into some of these questions. The first question is, how have you been doing? I'm honestly doing pretty good. I mean, some days I'm going through the motion, other days I'm more intentional with what I do and more present, but overall, like, I literally cannot complain about life at all. I'm very blessed, very thankful. Overall, I'm doing pretty good. Someone asks, how do you balance school and content creation? I'm gonna be honest, I don't. It's really hard. When you're a college student, your main priority is school, or at least it should be. So I try to put most of my focus to school, and just in life with everything, I get tired. So sometimes I feel like creating content is on the back burner, but I just had like this boost of like motivation lately to just post more, especially like on Instagram and TikTok. Especially on Instagram too, like I really just got this boost of motivation to kind of do something cool with my feed. So hopefully that all goes well. So follow me on Instagram if you guys are not. But I guess in general, I usually would just plan out like when I'm gonna film, when I'm gonna edit, things like that. And then also kind of make sure I get my schoolwork done. But it's just like making sure that I have, like, it's balanced. How do you stay motivated to keep posting on YouTube? I would honestly admit that it is kind of hard when you like work hard on a video, not to receive much from it. And I'm so grateful for everyone that does, you know, subscribe and watch my videos. But being a micro influencer and having a smaller channel definitely can be a bit difficult. But it's just remembering like I love making videos, it's something I like to do, and just knowing that what's meant for me is meant for me, and that like if I'm discontent right now, why would God bless me with something bigger? So it's just like being very thankful for everyone that's here right now. How has your semester been this far? I'd say it's been pretty good, I think. I mean, it's been going, like nothing spectacular. It's been doing what it needed to do. I can't believe that I'm halfway done with the semester, which is absolutely crazy to even think about, but it's happening. Honestly, I'm kind of excited for it to end, but like the school part to end, but like not like all the fun stuff that's happening now. Someone asks, what classes are you taking? So I'm taking 6 classes, and then the last one is only on Tuesdays. I'm taking Intro to Geology, or Planet Earth, or whatever they want to call it. I'm taking Introduction to Sports Admin. I'm taking a Caribbean Anti-Colonial class. I'm taking Writing and Reporting, Digital Storytelling, which is like the core, and I'm also taking Sports in the Media, which is more like a seminar type vibe. But those are the classes that I am taking. Someone asks, how are you managing having all classes on 2 days? I'd say honestly, it's not that bad. I feel like now that I'm more in the rhythm of everything, it's not that bad. I mean, yeah, I do get tired, but like that's just life. I just make sure that I pack a lunch, pack some snacks, have water, make sure I get enough sleep. But I personally like having it because then Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays I can schedule work how I want to. If I want to do something, I can. It allows me to be a lot more flexible with the majority of my week. if that makes any sense. So I kind of like having that, and I like also to kind of having the like, oh, I'm going to school to do work and things like that, and kind of detaching like the going to school every single day versus just going on 2 days and kind of just knocking it all out. So I kind of like that aspect as well. Someone asked, how do you like living in an off-campus apartment? Honestly, I'm really just thankful to be here and to be living here. I really do like living off campus. I'm just kind of having my own space and just feeling comfortable. I think that was like the biggest thing from like last year, was just like, this feels like a home. This feels like my home. More than when last year, it just felt like I was in this old building and like I just didn't feel comfortable. I tried making it work, but like it just didn't feel right 100% of the time. So I really like living off campus. And I think also too, just kind of like, again, with all my classes on 2 days, it's kind of just like go do school and then come back. So I kind of also like having that separation of like work and my life, and kind of like separating that. I think that definitely also helps me in a sense. But definitely sometimes feels weird like going to South Campus again, like, oh, this is where, you know, like where I used to be all the time. So it definitely feels weird, but I really like living off campus. Pros and cons of living off campus. Pro, I'd say it depends on where you live though. Like if you are, you know, it depends on the situation in the building. Personally, for like where I live, I just like that I have my own room and my own bathroom. Like last year, you know, like sometimes when you want to take an L but you can't take it in private, I think that was kind of annoying. Or like having to wait like an hour to use the bathroom or take a shower, and like it's just messing up my whole schedule. So I like just kind of having my own space in its entirety. I like my building. I like that it has like a gym and like it just feels comfortable here. Cons is just the cost. Like it's really expensive and prices are increasing, which is kind of annoying. Yeah, and I think a con is that it's farther away from campus. Not too far, like it's still accessible, but like that's also a pro for me because I also, as I mentioned, I like that separation. Also a pro is that it's closer to Franklin Street, which is more of our downtown area. It's not that close, which I kind of like that it's still farther away from it, so I'm not like smack dab on it. But then I also like that it's more accessible, like I can just walk if I really wanted to, which is kind of nice, especially because my job is pretty much on Franklin Street. So I like that I'm able to walk to work and not having to worry about walking like 30 minutes to get to work. Someone said, what is God teaching you in this season of life? Let me think. I think a big thing was just being intentional with my time. I think like the day can just go by so fast, and I feel like if I'm not intentional about spending time with God, it just won't happen. So I think just being intentional. I think just a general thing that just in general, like just trusting in him, trusting in his timing and his plan for me. And I think just in general, like just knowing like how good he is, and like even though some circumstances might seem like, oh, like I don't know how things are gonna end, or I don't know how things are gonna go, or like it seems like it's a dead end, but just knowing that like he's good. And I think just discipline overall with every aspect of my life. When/why did you start going to Provello? So if you guys do not know what Provello is a like a spin studio. I go to Provello Chapel Hill because I go to UNC Chapel Hill, but there's also locations in Athens, Georgia for like UGA students in the Athens community, as well as like Auburn, Charlottesville. Yeah, so it's crazy because honestly, if whether I ended up at UNC, UVA, or UGA, because those were my top 3, I would have had a Provello studio in the area, so that's actually kind of crazy. But I started going the last 2 weeks of my freshman year. Like you guys can probably literally see those videos, and I started going because I heard about it from one of this YouTuber, Danielle Carolyn, and like back in her early days, like 2018, 2019, like I loved her. Like I wanted to be her. Still do. And she used to go, seemed pumped, and then she became an instructor, and like just her energy was like, oh, I kind of want that. So I knew that we had one in Chapel Hill. You know, it was kind of hidden, never really thought about it. But then I kind of got to a point during my freshman year where I just felt like something needed to change, if that made any sense. So like, you know, I followed their Instagram account. Like I had it in the back of my mind that maybe I should go one day. But then I was kind of hitting a point where like, I don't know, or with all my overall health. And I went to like 2 spin classes at the rec center, and I was like, oh, like seems cool. So I went to Provello, and honestly, I'm gonna be honest, it probably saved my life in a lot of aspects because I don't know where I would be. Not like, and I don't think I would be here, not that, but I just don't know where I would be in life if I didn't go there, because I feel like it really taught me, number one, that I can push myself. If you would have said working out 45 minutes, cardio, no breaks, like I would have been like, are you crazy? Like, no. Like, I lack discipline. Point blank period. After a minute, if I'm feeling tired, I will quit. So just the environment, it was so positive, so encouraging, and it just felt like a place that I wanted to be. So I went for 2 weeks pretty much every single day, and it was really, really fun. And then I had a break over the summer, and then now I'm back, and I'm actually an ambassador now, which is really, really fun. But I do it because it makes me feel good, and I think that being in that dark room with people that all have their different goals and that are each in that room for different reasons, I think it's very empowering. And just like little things like just getting ourselves hyped up, and like the different songs and the tracks, and like climbing up the hill, and like just pushing myself, and knowing that I can do it. And even if I get tired, it's like, okay, you get tired, but like just knowing that I finished the class, I think it's a really good feeling. So yeah. Oh, next question. How has your fitness journey been, and how do you balance your fitness goal with being a college student? Now, I kind of talked about this in my last vlog, because like that week I was kind of going through it. Luckily, since then I definitely like a turn to leave. I'm a bit more disciplined. I'm a bit more like intuitive. I'm a bit more, you know, at a better place in terms of that, but something I still do struggle with. Kind of just a backstory, like my freshman year, like I had gotten to the point where I was just like, what's next? Like, what's gonna happen after this? Because I was looking at my body, I probably gained like 10 to 15 pounds. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, some people actually desire to gain weight, but I felt like for me, I could only see it going down an unhealthy path where I was just eating whatever I wanted, an excessive amount, even eating when I wasn't hungry and forcing myself to eat. So I felt like it just wasn't a good relationship that I had with food or my body. So that's kind of where Pivelo kind of came in, helped me start developing some better habits over the summertime. Now I'm getting more regular into like fitness, but like it's still a struggle because like results don't happen overnight. Like things take some time, especially like just balancing everything. I think the biggest thing I'm struggling with now is just like food, and like having discipline with that, and not like overeating and like, I don't know, just find that balance. I think being a college student in general, like you're constantly busy, you like time is always a factor. So I think that's something that I've been struggling with a bit. I think I'm starting to kind of get the hang of it. I'm not gonna lie, today though, I went ham and I regretted that, and I think I learned a lot from that. Like I just went to Target today, bought a whole bunch of random snacks, and I was like, oh, today's a game day, at home game. Let me just buy snacks, and I regret that. But moral of the story, it's all a balance, and there's like the highs and the lows. Like this week's probably one of the best weeks that I've had, but it's just like trying to stay disciplined with it. I think also too, results don't come in 2 seconds, and I think everything's just a learning process in general. And the last question is, what are some of your goals for this year? I think the first one would be obviously in terms of like YouTube and content creation. I really want to take that a bit more serious and grow with that. I think I really would like to get an internship at the end of the summer, so hopefully just in terms of like career prep and things like that, I really need to grind, spend more time with God, get more disciplined in terms of like eating, because I feel like the physical aspect, I feel like I'm definitely disciplined because I go to swim classes, and like if I want to work out I will, but it's just like the eating portion, which is a big part I think I'm struggling with. And then the last thing, just be happy and content. But that is it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and see you guys my next video. Okay, bye guys.